Abu Azaitar. Is he Morocco's first UFC fighter who embodies the classic tale of going from rags to riches, or is he a Machiavellian gangster who used his cunning to create a financial empire built on manipulation? Let's find out. Abu and Othman Azaitar are well known in the world of mixed martial arts, particularly within the UFC. They hail from Morocco and have gained recognition for their impressive fighting skills, with Abu Azaitar being the first Moroccan fighter in the UFC and Othman Azaitar following him and being the second Moroccan fighter in UFC. Although they had a great early run and seemed to rack up wins easily, an incident on UFC's Fight Island has led to their temporary suspension and caused many to take a closer look at the past of Abu Azaitar and his brothers. Abu and Othman Azaitar were born to a North Moroccan father on the outskirts of Cologne, Germany. When they were children, they were enrolled in a controversial school called King Fahd Academy. The school was providing traditional Islamic education modeled on the Saudi Arabian curriculum. King Fahd Academy was closed in 2017 of its own accord. It was funded by the Saudi Arabian government and was accused of attracting and nurturing radical terrorists to Germany. Whether or not a solid case of terrorism has been proven to be linked to this school is yet to be confirmed. Abu and Omar's first run-in with the law earned them the nickname of Ferrari Gangsters. In November 2003, while the brothers were still minors, they were charged with beating a businessman and threatening to kill him by dousing him with gasoline and eventually stealing his vehicle, a Ferrari. This brazen act earned them respect amongst peers and street fame as Ferrari Gangsters. Abu was sentenced to 2 years and 3 months, and Omar, his twin, received 20 months of probation. Another egregious case was in 2005 when Abu Azaitar made headlines for assaulting his then-girlfriend at a shopping center. The woman, who was 20 years old at the time, recounts that she was struck with several hard blows. "My eardrum burst." Local press also noted that during the court hearing, the young woman was paralyzed in fear and was avoiding her gaze from Abu Azaitar. We should note that we do not currently have information as to what the verdicts of the court were and if Abu was found guilty of this assault. Another criminal assault of Abu Azaitar crosses over into his MMA career. In 2006, it is reported that Abu and his twin Omar and his then 16-year-old brother Othman had brutally beaten Bedram T, a fellow fighter, on January 24, 2006. The reason was that Abu Bakr felt inferior to his opponent during the training sessions and therefore attacked him, wounding him with a rifle butt to the head. When the victim nevertheless apologized, the three brothers still attacked him. The result was a broken nose, visual disturbances, bruises, and a back injury for a fighter that was considered to be levels above the Azaitar brothers in terms of MMA skills. Out of the three brothers, Abu holds the record for charges including theft, extortion, fraud, physical violence, criminal conspiracy, robbery and repeat offenses, computer fraud, driving without a license, physical harm causing permanent incapacity, assault and battery, drug trafficking, forgery and use of forgery and resistance to the force of order. Before he even reached the age of 25, Abu had a string of convictions: 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, and 2 others in 2012. By 2007, the twins were also wanted for beating 4 hardware store employees, and Abu was even documented to have escaped from a special police unit by jumping into a well and disappearing. Abu's closeness with Moroccan King. In 2016, the brothers returned to their homeland of Morocco and began forging their relationship with King Mohammed VI. Expectedly, Moroccans that live abroad popularize and glorify the image, and the name of Morocco shall receive some attention from the king. Given that Azaitar brothers are the first Moroccans officially signed to UFC, it was natural that there was going to be a meeting between the two parties. This is where the story gets interesting. The King of Morocco was instantly charmed by the brothers. He reportedly was inspired by the brothers' defiance to the system in Germany and their overall humble beginnings coupled with their fighting prowess. In a way, it sounds like a classic story of someone whose life has been what many would consider easy, befriending those who seem to live life on edges. With times, two things began to occur. The King of Morocco would be seen less frequently at the capital performing administrative duties and more often in other Moroccan cities with Azaitar brothers. Eventually, the brothers began receiving larger governmental roles as well as becoming gatekeepers to the king. Many would not be able to get in contact with the king if it wasn't through the Azaitar brothers. Abu even received the role as large as leading the king's takeover of Western Sahara, the region considered by the UN to be Moroccan territory, however hosting an ethnic minority called Sahrabis, who have an organization called Polisario which aims to separate Western Sahara from Morocco. Moroccan people were highly concerned about this relationship and began to question how the brothers were able to quickly receive prime real estate in Morocco to launch their businesses. They often flaunted their wealth on social media and used royal symbolism in their personal clothing as well as their business endeavors. Fast forward to UFC 257 in January 2021. By this time, Abu Azaitar has made his UFC debut and won in a convincing fashion while his young brother managed to win 2 UFC fights and get a KO finish. All is going well for the undefeated Azaitar brothers. They are at the top of the fight game and are in Morocco royalty's close circle back home. While being scheduled to fight at UFC 257 in 2021, Abu had to adhere to active guidelines in relation to a virus we all know about. To ensure everyone's health and safety, only vetted personnel with wristbands were allowed into the bubble at the fight island. The Azaitar brothers allegedly cut their wristbands, gave it to someone else who climbed up the building, moved across 4 balconies, left a bag in Abu's room, changed clothes and left. All of this was captured on camera, according to Dana White. The 2 brothers were for the moment cut from UFC and an investigation ensued. The contents of the bag are unknown to this day. With their suspension, it seems that they had even more free time to exert influence over King Mohammed VI. Eventually, with the pressure of the Moroccan Makhzen institution and mainstream media, Azaitar's grip on the king seemed to weaken. Their UFC suspension was also lifted, and since they've been competing in the UFC again, they both have lost in a spectacular fashion, with Abu being finished with 4 seconds left in the fight and Othman being finished in the first round. Clearly, the brothers were not focused on fighting during their time off and instead directed their energy to manipulating the king. Azaitar brothers' true intentions. Was their focus on fighting all alone, or was it a front to hide something else? With the allegations of their influence on the King of Morocco, their criminal past, and the fact that Othman Azaitar is under surveillance of German authorities for potential money laundering, this seems to be a valid question. However, all good things must come to an end, and by August 2023, it has been reported that the king returned to his duties and has not been seen with the Azaitar brothers for a while. The brothers have also been keeping a significantly lower profile on their social media accounts. It remains to be seen if the King of Morocco is completely free from the influence of Azaitars, but what is clear is that the Azaitar brothers can definitely have a movie made based on their lives. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of the criminal past of Abu and Othman Azaitar. We hope this video has provided a balanced and factual overview of the information available. Please remember to treat all individuals with fairness and empathy. If you found this video informative, please hit the like button, share it with others, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to leave them below. We appreciate your support and we'll see you in the next video.